It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? This message is brought to you by WB56 Family First. Next on WB56.
American Airlines Flight 587 plummets to the ground, killing all 260 people on board and several more on the ground. We're live in New York.
Will today's crash affect your plans to fly this holiday season? Several people say they're too nervous to fly anytime soon.
We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way.
Governor Jane Swift lashes out at the legislature for not passing a budget due more than 3 months ago.
And if you're over the age of 45, you have a 20% chance of developing diabetes. We'll show you what to look out for. The 10 o'clock news starts right now.
A Flight 587. But first, a breaking story in Afghanistan.
A little bit later on. The Beacon Hill budget battle is getting uglier by the day. I'm John Keller, showing you the strategy behind the rhetoric, coming up on the 10 o'clock news.
2 teens, 2 arrests in the shooting death of a teen on the tee. Boston police say the suspects wanted the victim's gold chain. Details at 10:21.
At 10:26, a warning tonight to all parents whose children use Ritalin. Experts say it could cause long-term effects.
And the pilot of American Airlines Flight 11 may be remembered more for his efforts to preserve land. Find out what Congress is doing to memorialize Dracut native John Oganowski.
Karen Marinella, Jeff Bard, Mike Wankum, Mike Rattay. You're watching the 10 o'clock news on Boston's WB56. Tonight's early bird weather was sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. Loosen up a little. The news continues on Boston's WB56.
Dilly-dallying, denial, pretending we don't have a problem doesn't make it go away.
An angry Governor Swift lashes out at lawmakers failing to agree on a budget. It was due more than 3 months ago, and the recession means budget cuts will be needed.
But Swift says time has quickly run out for state lawmakers to come to terms. More now in tonight's Keller at Large analysis.
This the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. Sometimes, you don't know why they choose the hard way.
Gas tankers like this one that entered the harbor amid controversy last month.
One of the men suspected of funneling cash to terrorists through a Dorchester business is in custody tonight. Liban Hussein, who lives in Ottawa, turned himself in to Canadian police today. Liban and his brother Mohammed, arrested last week, ran this office of Barakat North America, which Osama bin Laden founded in 1989. The brothers deny any involvement with terrorists.
With major manpower shortages, here's Terrell Harris.
Veterans Day in Linfield. Citizens gather on the common paying tribute to those who fought.
People over the age of 45 are more likely to develop diabetes. We'll go over the warning signs. That's coming up at 10:25.
At 10:28, word tonight that those smallpox shots you got in the 60s and 70s could still be working.
And when you pull out of the parking garage at Logan, be prepared to pay more. Prices are going up.
Standard.
Health Watch is sponsored by Tufts Health Plan. And now, Health Watch on Boston's WB56.
Everyone has somewhat of a risk.
Well, still ahead on the 10 o'clock news.
Why did this crash happen? We'll talk to an aviation expert about what might have gone terribly wrong.
I'm meteorologist Mike Wankum. This could be the coldest night of the year, but it doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. I'll have all the details in the warm-up coming up next on the 10 o'clock news.
Here are tonight's winning lottery numbers on Boston's WB56.
Now, it was cold and windy again today, which brings us to tonight's Wankum's weather quiz. What does the wind chill index measure? Is it how cold it is, how windy it is, how windy it feels, or how cold it feels? And I'll have the answer for you a little bit later on.
How cold it feels.
You're not
tell you the
supposed
answer
to
yet.
talk about
I'm
it.
sorry. Well, we'll talk.
And you might be wrong
later.
anyway.
Yeah, you're probably right.
All right, stay right there. Much more ahead tonight on the 10 o'clock news.
Be ready to spend much more money for parking at Logan Airport. We'll tell you how much more.
And a Dracut pilot is remembered by the U.S. Congress for his efforts to keep farmland as it is.
Airline stocks battle some turbulence on Wall Street, and Fleet is banking on a judge in its lawsuit against Advanta. I'm Dave Anthony. We'll have those stories, and we'll go through the numbers on a mixed day on the markets coming up in the Boston Business Journal report.
Get connected to the 10 o'clock news anytime by visiting us online at WB56.com.
I'm meteorologist Mike Wankum with your New England Chrysler Plymouth Travelers forecast. There's a few areas around the country that will have some light showers tomorrow. No big problems, just light rain in Kansas City and Chicago, a few thunder showers in Miami, and heavier rain in Seattle.
There's a place where people smile big, eat good, and always score a sweet deal. It's got to be Applebee's. What makes a honey of a deal? Our amazing.
Everybody loves Raymond. Tonight at 11:30 on WB56. This portion of the 10 o'clock news is sponsored by Maxu. And now, sports with Mike Rattay on WB56.
I mean, Tom knows what his situation is. Drew is in a process where he's coming back from a serious injury. And we've laid out the steps that we'll have to take in that return.
You can just feel it, can't you? It's coming. It's coming fast. The coach gets paid to make the tough call, and soon he will. 7 weeks after Drew Bledsoe was steamrolled by the Jets' Mo Lewis, he has been cleared for contact. Bill Belichick said today Brady will start Sunday night against St. Louis, but the point here is that Tom Brady is behind all 5 Patriots wins. Decision day is closing in, but not quite yet.
I think that, Drew has, any player, it's just not